This shiur is dedicated Li'ilu Nishmas Rachalea Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. Kohelet. It feels especially good to be doing this shiur because Sukkot is going to be soon, which is of course when Kohelet is read. And this particular Perek always speaks to me about what Sukkot is. Sukkot is a time when we're surrounded by Hashem. There are two kinds of light we spoke about in other shiurim, also in this one. There's inner light where when we activate the part of us that's godlike, it draws down something of Him to us. But there's also something else. There's light that's called Makifin that surrounds us, where Hashem just sometimes gives us light because He wants to give us light. He wants to give us goodness. So a sukkah is Makifin. A sukkah is when Hashem surrounds you, as He did in the desert for so many years, for 40 years. He surrounds us with Him. Not because of anything we did do or could do. It was beyond anything a human could be or do. So the Perek that we're going to be learning now is going to tell us about the various sorts of hashpa'ot Hashem puts into the world as a free gift to give us the opportunity to respond to Him. So it's about time. Many of you know the song that goes with this. I'm certainly not going to sing it. I'll spare you that. But it begins, L'chal zman ve'et, l'chal chefetz tachat hashamayim. For everything there's a time, for everything that's desired under the heavens. What's time? So time in essence is very hard to put, it's very hard to pin down. We know how to measure time, but what it is that we're measuring isn't so clear. So the Judaic answer is time is the progression of change. So the way we measure time is through rotations and revolutions, but what it is in essence is that Hashem continually puts life force in the world that changes, moment to moment, second to second even. So Hashem could have created, if He wanted to, since He could do anything, He could have created a sort of static world. He created possibilities and change and different sorts of dynamics to give us the ability to discover Him and to discover ourselves in that same way through responses to life. So with that in mind, okay, so he begins again, L'chal zman, for every season, ve'et, and every time, L'chal chefetz tachat hashamayim, and for everything under the heavens. There's a time. So Rashi says something interesting here. He says that when a person gathers in whatever it is they gather in, he doesn't tell us what, okay, realize that whatever we have is not going to be with us forever. Everything has its time. Now is the time for us to have this. Tomorrow may not be. So, and again with Sukkot, the time of harvest, it's normal for people when they have achievements that are definable. A person finishing their doctorate, a person getting that great job. There's this feeling, okay, I've arrived, I've done it, it's mine. And I remember feeling this. I had been earning money at jobs, for a very long time before this particular form of Yetzer Hara overtook me. I still remember this. I was in Geula. I had to buy something fairly major. I don't remember if it was a new stove or a washing machine, whatever it was. And I was looking at appliance stores, and it never hit me before. As I said, the Yetzer Hara is a great Baal Mechadesh. He always knows how to create things that feel new even though they're ancient. I said, wow, I earned this money. No one gave me this money. I earned this money. This is my money. I could do what I want. And I took myself through this whole egocentric, Yetzer Hara oriented sort of psalm of praise for me. Okay, I'll never forget me, that sort of thing. Until I came to my senses. So this is part of life. Part of life is that we do have seasons of taking it in. We have to realize nothing material stays with us very long. If that's what our sense of achievement is, it's tragic. Nothing stays very long of that. So where will it all go? So again, going back to Rashi, listen to what he says. כי אם עכשיו הוא בידיו, עוד ירשו צדיקים. אלא שעדיין לא הגיע הזמן, כי לכל דבר יש זמן קבוע, מתי יהיה. Because in the end, it'll be here for the tzaddikim. So what does that mean? So on a simple level, we could look at things simply also. It could mean that whoever built the Waldorf Astoria thought that he was doing this in order to amass more wealth, so that he could feel more important, so that he could go to bed at night saying, yeah, I'm one important Tansha. But really, Hashem wants the hotel to be there for the sake of the tzaddik who has to have that sort of a surrounding for whatever reason on a trip that he's making to New York or whatever. So it does mean that on a simple sense. It means that all of the things that we make in the end will be used by the tzaddikim.